Make your own Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, Flipkart, Etsy, Airbnb. The stage is set. All you need is our Dokan multi-vendor solution. Creating a multi-vendor marketplace has never been easier. Achieve your dreams of becoming the next online marketplace giant. Get Dokan and bring the power of entrepreneurship to your fingertips. www.weDevs.com/Dokan.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Humara, for having me here today. I'll be your co-host for today. My name is Saad. I'm the head of marketing at weDevs. So, yeah, let's begin, right?
Yeah, I'm super excited because today we have with us someone very special. He is a WordPress promoter and a content creator, and someone who's very famous for his money-making strategies through online business. So let's meet Darrel Wilson, everyone. Let's add him. Hey, Darrel, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you guys? How is everything?
It's great from my end.
Great. So,
Really glad you could join us
I'm
today.
glad you guys invited me to be here. It's cool. You know, we were going back and forth for a little bit, but I'm finally glad. Finally glad we got the time zones right. You know, because that's half the struggle. But yeah, I'm good to be on.
So Darrel, it's amazing to meet you. First of all, thank you so much for allocating your time to us. So of course, for the audience who's joining us, tell us who is Darrel Wilson. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I mean, I think people watching this feed probably have seen me on YouTube somewhere talking about WordPress or themes or plugins or marketing or whatever. But yeah, I'm a full-time WordPress, I guess you want to say WordPress promoter. So I've been promoting WordPress products, WordPress themes, for all that stuff for a few years now. And I've been doing it full time. So yeah, I mainly promote WordPress products. I guess that's what you can say. Yeah. So
that's great. So what really inspired you to open a YouTube channel and become the huge name that you are today in the WordPress industry?
I think my story started just like most other people. When I first started using WordPress, I was making a blog for myself, and I was looking for WordPress theme blogs, and I started, messing around with themes and stuff like that. And over time, I saw tutorials, and I thought the theme I was using was better. And I'm like, I like this theme. I want to, show people how to use this theme, and that's really how it all got started. And the first theme that I used, I think, on YouTube was something called the Freak theme, and it was for blogging. And like, I thought it was amazing back then, but looking at it now, and I'm like, man, that thing was pretty bad. But
I guess at that time it was pretty popular.
I don't think it was that popular. It was just something that I was using, and I just says, hey, you know what? Like, I'm gonna make a video on this, and of course, when I first started, I was terrible. I was, all over the place. I was alt tabbing my video games, like, it was just a mess. But I was consistent. I kept trying. I kept messing with it and stuff like that, and it was just consistency, really. It was just really being consistent and just really believing that, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm teaching has value. It's just hard to get exposure because, YouTube a few years ago, 5-6 years ago, it was really hard to get noticed. It was almost impossible. Today, YouTube's made it a lot easier for people to get found versus, 5-6 years ago. Back then, luck played a little bit of a role, But mainly it was just focusing with WordPress products, tinkering around, and then just starting videos on it. And I built the channel up to where it is today, and that's really how it all got started. So,
well, congratulations. You are doing an amazing job.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. And we've been knowing you as our affiliate, of course. But today we got to know a very different side of you. I think this is like your root reason why you actually got into the YouTube. And also I see like you like to inspire people, help them to make money through online business, which is amazing. So, Saad Bhai, why don't you go ahead and ask him the question?
Okay. So, Darrel, I just have this. I'm a huge fan of your work as well, by the way. So I've probably watched a lot of your videos, So one major theme that I've always, seen in all of your videos is that you always try to help people with genuine information that helps them build their, entrepreneurial journey, right? So you've always done that consistently on all throughout all your videos. So I was just wondering, like, could you first of all maybe tell us a bit about one of our products, Dokan? You already have a video on it, right? So maybe you could tell our audience a little bit about what it is, and also maybe in what context do you think people can use Dokan to make a profitable business and become an entrepreneur? Maybe if you could just answer that.
Yeah, I started using your guys' product. You guys have seen my video. It was probably about
Of course.
Yeah, it was about 1.5 years ago, 2 years. I do have a video. It's already uploaded to YouTube, but I haven't released it yet. But I have a new multi-vendor video coming out with Dokan probably in the next. I'm debating. I don't know if it's going to be the week after or this coming week. So I'm still messing around with it. But either way, it's going to be out in the next 2 weeks. The video's already edited, already created, already uploaded. So I'm going to release that pretty soon. But when I first started using Dokan, I tested out various other products, and I think that's my job, is to just go test products out. And then the one that I believe is the best, and not just the best, but the most suitable for my audience, that's the one where I'm like, you know what, let's do a video on this, because you guys have used WordPress products. The research is half the battle, testing out a product, and then you kind of go through the ins and outs. And then there's usually like one thing that might be like, no, that's not worth it. But in the end, that's kind of what I do. I just test all these products. And when I first started using Dokan, I was like, okay, I can make a video on this because the free version gives people enough confidence to say, you know what, I think I can do this. And then after they get confident with it, the pro version saying, well, if you're really ready to take your store to the next level, we offer the pro version. And I just felt that it's the easiest for people to get, I guess you want to say, get their feet wet. Because when you hear multi-vendor, it sounds very intimidating. You're like, multi-vendor store, like an Amazon, like, oh, that's too much, man, So people get, they get intimidated, but Dokan really simplifies it, with the setup wizard that really kind of just navigates people really step by step and stuff like that. The options in the free version are good enough for pretty much anyone to get started. But of course, I do always recommend the Pro with everything, because that really gives you the full power of the plugin. And I've just felt very confident recommending Dokan. You guys have seen my videos, and I mainly recommend Dokan. And I think people also they get a little intimidated too, because they think they can't do it. They're just like, man, a multi-vendor store is a lot, and they don't really know where to even start. And again, that's where I think Dokan kind of solves that problem. It's like, no, we can help you, step by step. Just follow these guides, follow the setup wizard, and you'll be all set. And that's mainly why I prefer to use Dokan, because of that reason. It just simplifies the process, and it's powerful. It's a powerful plugin. I mean, the things that WordPress does now, it's crazy. I mean, a multi-vendor store WordPress, like 5-6 years ago, no one even thought about this stuff. And then today it's like, this is the new norm. This is the new normal. Like imagine 5 years. You guys might have an automated popcorn machine or something. I don't know. Something crazy. So, but yeah.
I mean, we also have you to we have to thank you for that as well. I mean, you creating these tutorials and making it even easier for people to to understand or get an understanding of how to actually do this, because it like you said, it really can be intimidating to create your own marketplace. It's a lot of work, right? So we also have you to thank, right? So for making the whole tutorial so that people can actually make their own dreams come true with their marketplaces. So
yeah, no problem. You guys have a great product.
Thank you. So Humaira.
So I have another question for you. According to you, what are the key features of Dokan that would help someone to build a successful multi-vendor platform? Again, that is, of course, if they're looking to build one, if it's relevant for them.
What are the main features of Dokan that I like the most? Well, I like the backend for the customer dashboard. I feel like that makes people that are brand new to the website comfortable. I like how you guys have the tabs, how it just kind of, they click on a tab, they can see their products. And then, of course, in the Pro version, there's a lot more for them as well. They can have announcements. They can have, I think, following the stores. I think that's also one of your Pro versions as well. But from a vendor's perspective, not from a vendor's perspective, but for me owning the store, I would feel very confident showing them that dashboard and saying, this is your dashboard. And someone who's a complete beginner, a complete noob, can just log in on that dashboard and know what's going on. They don't have to know what's going on. They're just like, oh, okay, this is pretty simple. And it really, again, simplifies the process. So I think that's probably the best thing I like most about Dokan. If you're going to ask me, well, I'll just tell you guys, the one feature that I would like to see on Dokan, I don't know if you guys are going to add this or not, is the option to show the actual vendor's products on the store. So I think when a vendor signs up, they go through the process and everything, and they get approved, and they list their product, and then that product gets approved. I think in the future, if Dokan would actually say the name of the store that was selling the product, that would be very informative, because then that person's getting credit. That person's like, it's like, oh, that's like the John Doe store. That's the, Nancy store, so they can visibly see it, But I think that's probably the only thing I can think off the top of my head that your product would need. But everything else is just phenomenal. It has everything, Even it has features that I don't even know people use, like the split payment with Stripe and stuff like that. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. But it's great that you guys have it. You guys have covered all your angles. You guys just have so much packed into this plugin. It's just, it is crazy. So.
Yeah, of course, your feedback is, of course, very valuable to us, and we'll, of course, try our best to, incorporate what you just said into our product. And we're always, trying to develop the best features for people so that they can get a better experience out of Dokan, right? So we're always innovating and trying our best. So yeah, thank you for your feedback. Okay, awesome. So I actually had another question for you, Darrel. So now that we have kind of talked a little bit about what Dokan is and what you like in general, and even given us a bit of a feedback on where we can improve, right? So from a business perspective, right, what kind of a marketplace can be like, it's not just a simple e-commerce store, right? You can have multiple kinds of marketplaces. It could be B2B, B2C, C2C. So if you could just give us a bit of an insight, like what kind of a business model do you think, or do you personally feel can be more profitable for people in general? If you could just give me a
what kind of business would be
situation
more profitable? Oh, you know what? 1 second. I lost your guys' window here. Let's see here. 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
This is embarrassing.
I know this is a bit of a subjective question. I mean, it depends on your use case and where you're from, what you're doing, right? I mean, if you had to maybe open a marketplace, right, what kind of a business model would you follow? Can you give us an insight?
Oh no,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
This can be a whole different webinar. I know.
No, I just minimized your window and I couldn't find it. That was the main issue. But
okay.
You know, multi-vendor stores, I mean, they're just so profitable because I was looking at Theme Forest, and I mean, these guys are, I mean, their sales are in the billions. I mean, that's just something that you don't really even comprehend, like a multi-vendor store, you know, going into the billions. But I would focus more on the lines of digital products. Digital products, I think, to me, are just some of the most lucrative. It's the most lucrative industry because the thing is with digital products is they self-replicate. There's no shipping involved. A lot of states, I mean, at least where I'm from in Nevada, I don't think there's any online sales tax. Even in other various states in you know, in the United States, there's no online sales tax for those products. And again, there's no shipping. The products self-replicate. And whether that's WordPress products or whether that's, you know, I don't know, apps or something like that, or like an app store or whatever, it's I think an app store would actually be a good idea now that I think about that, because if we think about it, the only app store that we really know about is Google and you know, Apple. But I think they need competition. You know, I think that'd be a good marketplace, you know, to have an app store marketplace, because, you know, if you don't want to use Apple or Google, it's like, well, you have a third option, you know. But in general, I would have to say digital downloads would definitely be probably one of the best multi-vendor ideas, or I guess you want to say, yeah, I guess ideas to start out with the multi-vendor store. And yeah, I would go with that. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've been using digital products for a long time, so I see how it's very easy to work with, you know, and the commission rates are a lot higher than typical physical products. You know, if I sell, you know, a webcam, there's shipping involved. Sometimes the shipping gets lost.
Right, the profit margins are a lot higher in this situation.
Yeah. Exactly. And then also, you know, you can attract more affiliates as well, you know, because a lot of affiliates rather promote digital products or services than physical products, because the profit margins are very small with them. And, you know, there's still, don't get me wrong, you know, it's still, there's still a need for it, but I would definitely go with the digital, products.
Cool. So. Okay. Thank you for that little golden nugget. I could say that, right? Yeah.
Golden. You guys know, you guys are making money over there, you know.
No, we just wanted to hear your, you know, take on what you thought was more profitable. So thank you for that. So yeah.
So Darrel, thank you for sharing your insights again. I would like to, you know, ask you, since you've been our affiliate, how do you like your journey with weDevs so far? How was the experience?
You know, to be very honest, you know, we as WordPress promoters and affiliates, we know when there's a product that's going to be worth our time, I guess you can say. Because I've promoted products where, like a lot of those Elementor add-ons, I promoted them on YouTube, and then I got maybe like 3 to 5 sales a year. And I'm kind of like, okay, like this sucks. Like I'm wasting my time with these products, you know. But when I tried Dokan, I didn't expect much, to be honest. I was just like, yeah, just whatever, just I'm just gonna promote it out there just because I think people might need it. But I'm not really, you know, I don't think it's gonna be like lucrative. But when I saw like my commissions and how many people were actually buying this product, I was like, oh my gosh, like wow. You know, it quickly became like my top 5. Like I would say my top 5 products as far as like affiliate commissions went. And I was just stunned that people really, really, really wanted this product, and they were really happy with it as well. You know, and as an affiliate, you know, it's lucrative, you know, because the products can be, you know, pricey, but I get a cut of that, which is also good. But at the same time, I had this conversation with somebody else where they were saying, oh, you know, I think the Dokan premium plugin's expensive, Darrel. And I says, well, if you want, you can hire your own dev and build it from scratch, and you'll probably pay, $50,000, maybe 80 grand, or you can pay the $300 a year. Like, take your pick, man. And after I said that, they were kind of like, that's a good point. That is a very good point. But the affiliate program with you guys is great. I don't have to chase you guys around to get paid or nothing. You guys are on top of it. So.
Well, thank you so much. Means the world to us that you think so much of us. And it's been a great experience with you too. We've been always very communicative with us and always been there. And here again, you're doing a webinar with us, giving us your time, which is great. So I see we have a lot of questions from our audience, and hopefully we can answer them. But today we have a bit of shortage of time, but thank you so much. But let's take one question. Okay, so this is from Govindo Taravdar. He says, hi, Darrel. Could you please share some mandatory tips to create WooCommerce sites? Thank you for asking this question. And Darrel, what do you have to say to this?
I just finished a video on this topic. It was about 6 days ago. And it is intimidating when you first create, your e-commerce website. You're kind of in the dark. You're just like, okay, what do I do now? I did create a video about 6 days ago, which talks about, first off, you create your e-commerce websites. You guys should probably get just get a plan, just have a goal. Once you get that goal down, you can move on to the next step. I think some of the best ways to promote your e-commerce website is free methods. A lot of people, they rush to paid methods. Everybody rushes to Google ads. And then when they get to Google ads, they're not really sure on what to do. They're kind of like, okay, what's this? And I'll just spend some money. But I think I would say the mandatory thing to do after you're creating your e-commerce website is get it optimized. So you want to make sure that it's visibly correct in the search engine, that it looks good. After that, I would definitely work on SEO. So when people search your product, they can at least find it. And then from there, I think content marketing is great. Putting your website on review, I guess you want to say review websites like Shoppers Approved, Trustpilot, because that also creates backlinks as well, but you're also kind of establishing yourself as an e-commerce business. And once you do that, you're kind of on the road, to oh, this is actually an e-commerce store that's really in business, because I think what most people do is they look for reviews for, e-commerce products and stuff like that. So definitely start with on-page optimization, off-page optimization, SEO, review products, classified, ad websites, and so on and so forth. I do have a video. Check my channel. I just made it. It's about 7 days old, but it talks in the ins and outs of e-commerce marketing.
Thank you again, Darrel, for answering such nicely and great insights again. And today we are coming to an end to our session, and thank you for joining us, Darrel. It was a great session with you, and to our audience, thank you for asking questions and joining us today and sending us your thoughts. So we're saying bye-bye to you, Darrel. Thank you again so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you guys so much for inviting me. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for being with us today, Darrel. And I hope to all those who are watching, you guys will also I'm addressing our audience basically. Please go and visit Darrel's channel as well. It's a lot of useful information, right? So please do subscribe to his channel as well. Okay.
Thanks again for having me.
You're welcome.
All right. So is that it? Are we done?
All right. Done. Okay. Bye-bye.
We are done. Thank you, Darrel.
Thank you. So bye-bye from us now. To the audience, season's greetings to you guys. Today is Black Friday. So happy shopping. Go to our website, and I have posted the coupons link to you guys so that you can go and visit and check out our Black Friday deals. This is the biggest sale of the year. I hope you guys go and grab the deals. We don't have many days left, and this is the biggest sale weDevs gives. So we recommend to everyone who's eyeing our products to get them and bag them. So signing off, Humaira bint Omar. And is there any ending notes that you would like to give, Saad?
Yeah, sure. So basically, people You guys should definitely go and visit our coupon page, right, and check out the deals we have for you. We have not just, I mean, we already spoke about Dokan today, but we have like a lot of other awesome products in our lineup that you should definitely go and check out. And because these the prices that we are offering right now, because of the discounts, these aren't going to last very long. And this is probably the only time during the year when we offer this level of discounts. So if you're really willing to, start some kind of an entrepreneurial journey or starting off any kind of a business, online business, all of our products, they help you in many ways. So please go check them out. And if you think they're worth it, please, consider buying them as well, right? So I'd just like to end with that. So thank you. Thank you for your time and have a good day, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, guys.